time, it's something we all experience but rarely understand. It flows in one direction, forward. But why? Why can't we move backward in time or stop it altogether? What makes time such a relentless river, carrying us from the past to the future? Today, we'll dive into one of the most profound mysteries of the universe: why time only moves forward. Before we can answer why time moves forward, we need to ask a fundamental question: what is time? Is it a tangible thing, like space, or just a human-made concept to measure change? According to Newton, time was absolute, a constant that ticked on regardless of the universe. But Einstein's theory of relativity revolutionized this idea. He showed that time is interwoven with space, forming a fabric called space-time. In Einstein's universe, time isn't absolute, it's relative and affected by gravity and motion. So, time isn't a universal tick-tock, it bends, stretches, and flows differently depending on where you are. But no matter how time behaves, it always seems to move forward. Why is that? One of the key ideas behind time's forward movement is the arrow of time. This concept comes from the second law of thermodynamics, which states that entropy, or disorder, always increases over time in a closed system. In simple terms, things naturally move from order to disorder. A broken glass doesn't spontaneously reassemble. Ice melts into water, not the other way around. This increase in entropy gives time its direction. It's why we experience the past as different from the future. The arrow of time is deeply tied to this universal trend toward greater disorder. But why does the universe behave this way? To understand time's one-way flow, we need to go back to its beginning, the Big Bang. Around 13.8 billion years ago, the universe started in an incredibly ordered state, tiny, hot, and dense. As the universe expanded, it became more disordered over time. This increase in entropy set the stage for the arrow of time. The forward movement of time is essentially the unfolding of the universe from an initial low-entropy state to its current, more chaotic state. But here's the catch: the laws of physics are time-symmetric, meaning they work the same backward or forward. So why don't we experience time moving both ways? Our perception of time plays a significant role. We remember the past but not the future. Why? Memory and consciousness are tied to the arrow of time. Our brains process information in a way that aligns with increasing entropy. Think about it: memories are a record of changes that have already happened, a buildup of information over time. This is why we perceive time moving forward. We're wired to understand events as building upon one another, not reversing. Here's where it gets interesting. If the laws of physics allow time to move backward, could it actually happen? Theoretically, in a highly controlled, low-entropy system, it might be possible. But our universe, with its massive scale and chaotic nature, makes this incredibly unlikely. Additionally, for us to experience reverse time, our entire perception and memory systems would need to work in reverse, which would be fundamentally different from how we exist now. Time's unidirectional flow has also fascinated philosophers for centuries. Some argue that time is an illusion, a construct of our minds to make sense of change. Others see it as a fundamental aspect of reality. Think of time as a river. It flows forward, but the speed and course can vary. Yet, whether time is a concrete entity or a human construct, its forward motion shapes how we live, think, and understand the universe. So, what does the future hold for time? As the universe continues to expand and entropy increases, scientists predict it will eventually reach a state of heat death, where everything becomes so disordered that no meaningful events can occur. At that point, the arrow of time might lose its meaning, as no change or movement would be possible. But for now, time's forward flow remains one of the most profound aspects of our existence. time is more than a ticking clock, it's a fundamental part of reality, shaping our lives and our universe. It's a reminder that while we can't stop its flow, we can choose how to move within it. So, make the most of your moments, because time waits for no one.